G'day guys, ChampChong here with a very special video because today we'll be taking a look at Battlefield and Call of Duty in 2016. So if you do end up enjoying this video, please remember to smack that like button real good and also leave a comment down below stating what game you're most excited for. And speaking of that, let's take a look at this Twitter poll that I put up online. As you can see, about 1,000 people have voted, and most of the people are excited mostly for Battlefield this year. And then it's COD 4's Remastered Edition, and then with less than 10% of people excited for Infinite Warfare, which is a crazy thought to even think about. Now, in the early hours of the morning last night for myself, it was about 4 AM, I stayed up and watched the Battlefield World Reveal. And there were about 500,000 other people in there too. Yes, 500,000 people on Twitch, and I think there are about 150,000 people on YouTube but also watching the live stream, which is crazy to even think about. Now, when the trailer actually dropped, my jaw literally dropped. It did. I was there going, oh my goodness. I was in a Skype call with a friend who were both kind of freaking out, especially when we saw that horse, the sword, we saw the tanks, we saw the shovel to the head. It was just completely epic and something that everybody has been asking for, because we don't want to go to the future. We maybe want to stay in the present, or we want to see a World War II shooter. And even though this is a World War I shooter, I'm still hyped for it because it gives us something different and yet it's something advanced at the same time. The last time we had a really good World War shooter, in my opinion, was the original Battlefield game itself. The thing is though, this is like 14 years later. The technology to make these games has improved tremendously, and we're going to actually get an incredible looking game on top of it just playing really well and just standing out overall. So speaking of it actually looking really good, that's the thing about this game. It says that it's all in-game footage, but I'm not sure what it exactly means by that. I'm just not too sure what they mean by that. Is it actual in-game stuff, or is it just using the engine to create this sort of CGI looking stuff? Or, like as I'm saying, I'm kind of confused because it looks like it could be the game, but at the same time I'm just in disbelief. If anyone really knows, leave a comment down below, because that's where I'm confused. I'm like, there is no way a game looks that freaking good. But then again, it is DICE, so it's probably gonna look that amazing anyway when we do play it. And speaking of DICE, I have to give them some props, because it took some serious balls to dive into the World War I setting. So many games are just jumping to that futuristic setting. Look at Call of Duty, for example, which I will get to in a moment. But look at Call of Duty, look at other games, all of them are just going to this futuristic setting or staying in the present. They've decided, no, we're going to go to World War I. Even though a lot of people are asking for World War II, we're going to go to World War I because we know what to do with that game. We want to do something special. And even though I'm not a fan, or I guess I wasn't a fan of the name at first, Battlefield 1, because it sounded kind of weird. I even made a Battlefield 1 joke, like the Xbox One, you know, because it's not the first game in the series, but I guess there was originally no Battlefield 1, so they're kind of just going back to that. Seriously, just look at some of the stuff we've seen in this trailer that is going to be just simply amazing. You've got horses, which are actually classified as vehicles, and speaking of vehicles, you've got tanks, which were always welcome into a Battlefield game. Then on top of that, you've got biplanes, you've got so much in there, and then weapons side, you've also got like trench clubs, you've got the shovels. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait for this stuff, and it's just got me so excited. Oh, and one last thing to talk about Battlefield before jumping to the Call of Duty side of things in this video. I want to bring up these images right here. As you can see, there will be a special edition. It does look pretty good. It does make me go, should I shell out the money and get myself this statue and all this extra stuff? It's pretty enticing. I'm just really hyped up to seeing that trailer. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, let's move to the second half of this video, because we are moving to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare / Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, the first thing I'm going to touch on is that I really just want to get my hands on this game before I give my full opinion, because even like Battlefield, I'm yet to play either one of these games, even though I am more hyped for Battlefield because the trailer and the setting, which is a major part of the game that really matters to me, the setting that is, I just need to get my hands on the game, and that's the thing. the game is getting a lot of hate. But until we do get our hands on the game, I don't think we should be hating on it as much. Even though if you do look at the current like to dislike ratio, it has over 500,000 people and 10 million views on the video. So 500,000 people have disliked that video, and that's just crazy to even think about. If you look at the like to dislikes on the Battlefield video, it's kind of the opposite, really. And the thing is, the reason everyone is disliking this is clear. It's because everybody wants boots on the ground action. No one wants this jetpack space warfare stuff. It's just the honest truth. That's what everybody wants. But on top of just that, a lot of people are also disliking it because I guess it's kind of cool to dislike it. So that's a thing right there. So it's getting sort of that bandwagon hate on it, but I think originally it was also just getting a lot more hate than it did in the past games. If you look at even Ghosts or Advanced Warfare, those games didn't get as much hate as this did. And even the Activision CEO has come out and said what he thinks about the community just reacting to this trailer and the game itself. And this is what he had to say. First of all, you've got to love the passion of gamers. This is an industry like no other and a fan base like no other. We love that our fans treat this franchise like their own and have such strong points of view about it. There just aren't many entertainment franchises on Earth that can generate the kind of passion that Call of Duty can, and that's a good thing. Secondly, of course, we know that there are people in our community who are nostalgic for boots on the ground style gameplay. That's why we made Modern Warfare Remastered. We also have millions of people in our community who want to have new innovative experiences in the game each year, and Infinite Warfare is going to deliver that. I don't think so, but continuing. The good news is this year we found a way to deliver both of these in one package while keeping our community together. While of course we see the passionate opinions online, we also look at other measurements, and the fact is, while it's very early, pre-orders are off to a very strong start, views of the reveal trailer are up, and in fact, the number of likes per view on the Infinite Warfare trailer are the highest we've ever seen. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with pretty much everything he said. Now, I've actually met this guy. He's an incredible person, really nice guy. He knows how to run a company and everything, but trying to spin this into a good PR thing, it's not happening. People don't want this. People do not want this game. Let me rephrase my statement just then. People do want this. They want a new Call of Duty, but at the same time, they really want a real Call of Duty, what it was built on, what the foundation of Call of Duty is. They don't want something that's flying in space and Halo-like. Personally, I don't. I was never a Halo player. I played on the PS2. I never had an original Xbox. I moved over to the 360, found COD 4, and fell in love with that type of game. And I'm pretty sure most of your demographic also wants that. On top of that, he says that it's the most viewed trailer that they've had, and also that it has the most likes that they've had. But the thing is, it has more dislikes on it, and the reason it probably has more views is because of everyone going on it to hate on it, or their friends telling, hey, look at this new trailer, what do you think? Because I don't like it, or something. You know, it's the community banding together and trying to put a stop to this, and that's the thing. That's the reason people are getting it more views, and the reason that it actually has more pre-orders this time around is probably because people are pre-ordering it to get Modern Warfare Remastered, because you packaged it together to get more money out of the consumer, which is just not a cool move, but it's a smart business decision, and I respect that. Well, I don't know if respect is the exact word I'm looking for, but you guys know what I mean. I completely understand it's a business decision. It's really smart because they're going to get more money, more revenue to sell 2 games in one. And one final thing I want to mention here about what he had to say is that he did say that there are people online with their opinions, but there are millions of other people in the community who want innovative new experiences. Yeah, that's kind of true, but it's not exactly the whole story. The so-called minority online is not actually the minority. They're just the more vocal part of the community, the people who can actually be bothered to go leave comments or dislike. And it's the same thing that goes for my videos or PewDiePie's video. He's like the #1 guy. He gets millions of views, but only thousands of comments. It's because not everyone always leaves a comment. But the thing is, those people that leave a comment and those people that leave a like on the video, they're the ones who are basically representing everyone else, because not everyone does it, but everyone is probably going to be in the same boat at the end of the day. So yeah, all in all, at the end of the day, I'm gonna probably end up playing both games, because they're not coming out at the exact same time. I'm probably gonna play COD 4 the most, really, because it's nostalgia, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy that there are games coming out that I can play. But at the same time, I wish that developers and publishers would listen to us a little more. And I guess EA has won it this year in the listening term of things, but we'll have to wait until later this year to see which game is actually better, because Call of Duty and Battlefield back at it again head to head, and it's just going to be an interesting year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please smack the like button if you did, and also please subscribe if you're a brand new viewer and you want some more content, and I will see you guys in the next video.